after. So you might have missed it.
Please repeat.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Call our meeting to order. And the first thing is please remind everyone that we have our community Thanksgiving supper coming up on Monday, November 25th, and it's a really great time here in this building from 4 to 7. It's here, isn't it? High school. It's in the high school? Okay, I apologize. From 4 to 7, and everyone is invited, and all of your family and friends and children and their friends. It's a really great opportunity to just come and enjoy the evening. So that was just a reminder for everyone. That's okay. That's all good. We'll go ahead and get started with building reports and students of the month.
Good evening, everybody.
Evening. Good evening.
We're going to be starting our meeting with our favorite part, and that is recognizing our students of the month and looking at our building reports and hearing the great things that are going on in our buildings. What we do at the end, after we get through all of the building reports and talk about those great students of the month, is we get pictures. So please do not leave. We want to get pictures of you, your young people, anybody that's here to celebrate with them, and then make sure that we get pictures with the principals also. So please don't leave after you get recognized. So we want to make sure that we have documentation of these great young people. With that being said, let's start with Dr. Liz Walters at Beech Grove High School.
First time we've clapped. Good evening. November is always pretty busy for us, right around FFA. So we sent about 60 FFA members to the National Convention, which is downtown for the next, I think, 8 years. Is that yours? Right here? 8 years, I think, left downtown. So they got to go down to the College and Career Trade Show, which is fantastic for them. We will celebrate our Fall VIP Awards next week. Congratulate all the students who are honored with those accomplishments. Not so fun as awards, we administered the PSAT to all sophomores and juniors this month, and we'll look forward to those results for National Merit Scholars Qualifying Test. And the ACT to seniors, we're still looking at 50 days of testing, but I'll remind everyone happily that it's the last year that we will give ISTEP. So that will look different next year. Our Marching Hornets, we want to congratulate their achievement this past weekend. They did come out at semi-state very, very, very high. I think they placed first at semi-state, but they took fourth at state, which is phenomenal for them. With choir, we're looking forward to our building our concerts and the competitive season. And we celebrated our fall student athletes, I believe, last Wednesday. In addition to the team awards, we congratulated sectional champs in various areas. Into the Woods performances are next weekend, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at 7 p.m. And we are hosting the rededication of the auditorium on Thursday evening. And of course, Erin Provost will say it cuter, but happy Thanksgiving from the high school. At this point, can Phoenix Carney, our student of the month, join me? Phoenix is the son of David and Andrea Carney. He's heavily involved in our wrestling program and soccer. He's helped with all of our skills days and most often the Ronald McDonald House pop tabs. Is that right? I think a few years there. And before I share your teacher comment, what are your future plans for after senior year next year? After senior year? So you were nominated by Mrs. Hacker. She stated, when I asked the wrestling coach, which is Coach Williams, if he knew of a student willing to cut grass as someone who helps out with sports, Phoenix came to mind. He was there in minutes, cut the grass to help someone out in the community, and when offered money, he said that he was just happy to help by cutting the grass. He has amazing grades, great work ethic, and an outstanding young man. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Walters. Next is Beech Grove Middle School and Mr. Ryan Morgan.
so I wanted to first thank the board for all of your support and our administration as well for my transition here, Mr. Gearhart and Mr. Gearhart and Mr. Gearhart as well. So I want to start off by talking a little bit about what's been going on at the middle school. We also went down to the FFA convention, took 16 students. From my understanding, it is a phenomenal event that everyone should attend at some point in time. The middle school hosted family night for all families at Beech Grove, grades 4 through 8. Beyond Spaceship Earth was sponsored by the Indianapolis Children's Museum. This was an interactive evening of family learning and discovery, all about the International Space Station and mission to Mars. Approximately 150 people showed up for the event, and it was a really nice time. Congratulations to our Marching Hornets as well. We have 8 middle school students that are involved in that, so it was a really great opportunity for those students. Our winter sports season will kick off this Thursday with boys basketball playing Decatur Central. And then 2 weeks ago, we recognized and celebrated 177 middle school students for AP Honor Roll and perfect attendance. So congratulations to those students. And we actually have one of those students with us here. So if Brooklyn Rucker could come up. Brooklyn Rucker, it is with great pride and pleasure that our 7th grade English and Social Studies Department recognize her as our November Student of the Month. On a daily basis, Brooklyn demonstrates all of Beech Grove's core values as well as many of her own, and that's only a small part of what makes Brooklyn stand above the rest. According to Mrs. Isaacs, Brooklyn always displays a positive attitude and is ready to participate in classroom activities. She takes on leadership roles during I Succeed and uses her creativity to connect with others. Brooklyn is a smart, funny, kind, and hardworking young lady. She participates in class daily and has maintained a perfect A+ in my class all year. She helps others without being asked and is kind to other students who make a teacher's job look easy. She is truly a pleasure to have in class. According to Mr. Thayer, Brooklyn is one of the brightest students that we have in our 7th grade honors English class. Her contributions to class discussions are thoughtful and well articulated for a student her age. Brooklyn also happens to be one of the sweetest students I've ever met. She appears to have genuine compassion and concern for other people. Time and again, I have witnessed her go out of her way to help her fellow students without any expectation of anything in return. By already having such a selfless attitude and strong moral character, we can only imagine what she will accomplish in her future.
Thank you, Ms. Morgan. Next on our docket will be Mrs. Reed from South Grove.
Good evening, everybody. Yesterday at South Grove, we celebrated Veterans Day in fine fashion. It was quite a program we had yesterday morning. Our staff is lucky enough to have 2 Army veterans as teachers. So Mrs. Truman and Mrs. Case both spoke very inspiring speeches to the children and our guests that were there. We also have very talented singers on staff. Beth Walker sang the Star Spangled Banner. And then she paired up with Kelly A.G., our wellness teacher, and they sang God Bless America like you've never heard it before. The children were silent, like they were in awe of the teachers singing and of the teachers speaking. So it was, when you can get 700 4th, 5th, and 6th graders quiet, you know you've done something great with them, right? So our local Boy Scout troop, number 108, they presented the flag and did that whole ceremony for us. And then Seth Rumler came over from the high school to play taps, which of course got us all crying. So it was just one of those really awesome moments at South Grove for about 45-50 minutes that morning, yesterday morning. So I really want to thank Mrs. Adialkar, our music teacher. She organized the whole thing. She got a 5th grade choir together. They sang, they read poetry, they explained what happens or why we have Veterans Day, and they did an outstanding job. So just one of those moments where you just stand there as principal and go, oh, the world has come together today. So thank you. That was wonderful. And we're also celebrating World Kindness Week at South Grove this week. And we begin each morning with a kindness quote, and then during our community circles, which we run from 8:50 to 9:10 in every classroom in the morning, they're working on kindness activities and talking about kindness and random acts of kindness and all that good stuff. And tomorrow is Wear a Cardigan to School Day. Did you know that? Mr. Fred Rogers, we're doing it, the world is doing it in honor of Mr. Fred Rogers, so we've encouraged all the children to wear a cardigan or a sweater of some sort for World Cardigan Day as part of World Kindness Week. So, there we go. Now, tonight, I'm lucky enough to get to talk about two South Grove students because our little fellow wasn't here last month because he had to play in a baseball game. So, Eddie Harrison, come on up. He is the son of Tracy Cooper and Kevin and Amy Harrison, and his grandma drives a bus for South Grove. Eddie is in 6th grade, and he plays percussion for our band. Mr. Von Dilligan, his 6th grade teacher, says Eddie is a very hardworking, bright math student. He always participates and gives his best effort every day. Eddie's strong work ethic will ensure his future success down the road. And Mrs. Truman, 5th grade teacher, said Eddie is a valuable asset in the classroom because he often takes on leadership role with his peers. He is quick to include all in his daily interactions and makes friends feel welcome and encourages them to work hard in math. He is an analytical thinker that can be counted on to solve even the most complex problems. And Miss Raker said, Eddie is a one-of-a-kind student. She had him in kindergarten and 1st grade. And he was amazing, smart and kind. He also had stories and was a hard worker, and now being able to see him in the halls of South Grove, he has continued to use his strengths to be successful. He is polite and always gives a smile and a wave. He is very deserving to be South Grove Student of the Month, and she said she's super proud of him. So Mrs. Agee says when she grows up, she says, I want to be just as cool as Eddie Harrison. I remember when he blew me away at the talent show when he was a 4th grader. His guitar skills were fierce. And I knew at that moment he was going to be a force to be reckoned with. And in 5th grade, he continued to blow me away, she said, not only by his musical talent and interests, but by his eagerness in class and constant kindness to others. Eddie is a model student and citizen. So we all want to say congratulations, Eddie Harrison. And this is Mia Sellis. And Mia's mom used to work the front desk at South Grove, Jessie, many years ago, back when Chase was a baby. So I've known this family for a long time. But this is Mia Sellis. She is the daughter of Mike Sellis and Jessie Spencer. And Mia plays on our 6th grade basketball team. So Miss Walker, her 6th grade teacher, says Mia is a wonderful student in person. She is kind and helpful to everyone in the classroom. You know that word kind a lot with these kiddos, right? She works hard, gives her best effort, and participates in class. She's compassionate towards her peers and is active in sports and clubs at South Grove. She is a model student, a wonderful person, and I'm so proud to be her teacher. She said, I look forward to seeing all she accomplishes in her future. And Miss Rainey, she said, oh, my sweet, sweet Mia. I have got to know Mia through Buzz Club, when Buzz Club was at South Grove. Since then, Mia has come into my room in the mornings and helped me with projects. Mia takes pride in her work and is always willing to help me with anything I need. She is very organized and works hard. Mia loves her school and is a proud player on our girls' basketball team. Watching Mia grow into the amazing young lady she is has been humbling, and she said she's very proud of you. And Miss Morgan said, yay! I'm so excited that Mia is the student of the month. I cannot think of anyone more deserving. She is a friend to all, always wears a smile, and is dedicated to our school. And Miss Powell, her basketball coach, says, Mia is an amazing kid. She does anything she is asked to do. She works very hard. I have had her in class, and now I have her on the court, and there isn't one thing she doesn't do without a smile. She is a leader. She is a captain for the team. She is hardworking. She does everything 100% and is willing to get better at whatever she puts her mind to. So congratulations, Mia Sellis.
Brittany Cotter from Central Elementary.
Good evening, everybody. As always, it's so lovely to be here with you all tonight. We have a lot going on at Central, but I would like to mention especially our Fall Book Harvest. This event takes place on Thursday of this week from 5:30 to 7. Our teachers have worked really hard to plan a special event for the families and students at Central. Students will be provided with many opportunities to engage in fun, interactive activities. In addition, we'll be hosting some guest readers. Our very own Dr. Kaiser will be reading. Ms. Kelly Spivey will be joining us, as well as some other community members. Our event includes face painting, we have fall-themed snacks, door prizes, and then most importantly, the Scholastic Book Fair will be open. The book fair allows us a great fundraising opportunity. In the past, we've been able to use our profits to purchase books for students to give them right back, both in the fall and in the spring. They have an opportunity to take home a brand new book, which is a big deal for some of our kiddos. So that's a nice part of our event. We're hopeful that the book harvest will continue to be a success this year, and we look forward to spending the evening with many families. The other topic that I wanted to talk about is our student intervention team. The student intervention team is designed to support students that show struggling in the classroom, either behaviorally or academically. We've kind of revamped it a little bit this year. We're really trying to get to know each and every one of our kiddos and provide supports. I can't say enough good things about my teachers. The parents I'm seeing much more involvement there. Other staff members getting involved, really showing a big team effort. In addition to that, we've started working with Hornet Park and South Grove to really bridge that gap as kids transition from one school to the next. We're really working hard to maintain those relationships and keep track of our kiddos and help them to be the best that they can be. So now for the fun part. Mr. Braxton Davis, would you join me up here, please? Wise beyond his years. He's such a mature leader, and he's also very helpful. He's friendly and involved in school, and he always goes above and beyond in his schoolwork. He strives to do his personal best, and his teachers and his friends had nothing but wonderful things to say about him. Ms. Michelle, Braxton's science and social studies teacher, stated, "Braxton is an excellent example of what it means to be respectful and responsible. He portrays kindness to all around him, staff, students, and guests. He is also very intelligent and shows a passion for learning." Braxton's friend Carter echoed this sentiment by saying, "Braxton does a good job at being respectful and responsible. He's a good friend by treating me well and being nice to me." Another one of his friends said, "Braxton is my best friend." He was the first kid in second grade who asked if I wanted to be his friend. He's always really nice to me, and he's the only person that I trusted to tell my middle name. Another friend, Jackson, said, "Braxton is really good at drawing. He's also really good at building stuff and figuring out how things work. And when someone falls down, he always helps them up." Mrs. Etter said, "Braxton is a great role model in music. He participates in each lesson thoughtfully and is eager to learn and answer questions. He is a strong leader, and I can trust him to help his small group stay on track and complete lesson activities. He is a joy to work with." Nolan, his best friend. Nolan said, "I met him in kindergarten, and we are still friends now. He's really nice, and we have the same sense of humor." Mrs. Doty was very complimentary as well. She said that Braxton is a pleasure to work with. When reading with Braxton, he volunteers to share his thoughts and ideas. He understands what the author is conveying and is able to communicate those ideas. You can tell that Braxton is a reader outside of school because has a high vocabulary and understanding of more complex tasks. It's evident that Braxton truly is an intelligent, fun, kind-hearted role model. It is a pleasure to have Braxton in our classes at Central Elementary School, and we are very proud to have him as our school-wide October Student of the Month.
Thank you, Ms. Cotter. Just a reminder, after we do Hornet Park, stay around, don't leave, we need to get those pictures taken. So we'll finish our celebration with Mrs. Probus from Hornet Park Elementary.
Good evening, everyone. It's so nice to see you. In the spirit of Thanksgiving, I'll continue the Hornet Park November tradition. I think it's my 3rd or 4th year doing it this way, where I just share our attitude of gratitude. Things that Hornet Park students, staff, and parents are thankful for, because when we're thankful, we can transform common days into Thanksgiving, turn routine tasks into joy, and our challenges into blessings of opportunities. So, from some of our sweet, sweet students, this is what they've had to share that they are thankful for in regards to Hornet Park. Brooklyn says, I'm thankful for my friends because I like to play on the swings with them. I'm also thankful for pizza at lunch. Oh, and I love Miss King. Alexi says, I'm thankful for my favorite math class because I like to count and be with Miss Caskey. Spencer said, I'm thankful for reading because you get to read different kinds of books with Mrs. Schmall, Mrs. Shanahan. This school made me like the best at reading. Avery said, I'm thankful we get to learn stuff like science with Mrs. Jennings and Mrs. Osborne. I like to do those experiments. Jack said, I'm thankful for art with Miss Engelking because we get to use paint. I'm thankful for Miss Corbin too. Easton, who's here tonight and we'll talk more about in just a minute, sweet little thing said, you, I was asking if he's a my teachers, my friends, and Buzz Club. Colson, I'm like-minded to Colson. Sadie said, my mom. I said, okay, well, what about here at school? She was still, my mom. And I thought that was a good reminder that no matter how much time we get to spend with your children during the day, you are the first teachers and you are most important in their worlds. My own son, Levi, who's a kindergarten student, said that he's thankful for recess because he gets to play with friends. I'm thankful for lunch because I get to eat pizza. I'm thankful to learn words and numbers from Mrs. Baker. And I kept asking him, what else? And he finally said, I'm thankful to be at Hornet Park with my mommy. Olivia says she's thankful for her teacher because she helps her learn. And also I'm thankful for the whole school and the playground. When I asked our staff, Sarah said, this is the first place I've ever worked where the staff truly feels like family. Paige said, I'm thankful for all of our students and for the atmosphere that we get to experience each day. Beth says, I'm thankful for Caitlin's workout class and for our HP workout buddies. Mackenzie says she's thankful for our collaborative planning opportunities. I'm thankful for the way our whole district came together today for Mr. Rather, and it's a great day to be a Hornet. Tricia said, I'm thankful for new opportunities and for continual support. Janelle said, I'm thankful that we all work as a team. Anna said, I'm thankful for our family vibe. Lindsay, thankful for being able to work with all the sweet little Hornets in her new role. And she's thankful for the loving, caring teacher that she trusts with her daughter each day. Anthony shared, I'm thankful for being able to work with such caring and loving human beings. They give so much time and effort to make sure students always feel loved and cared for each and every day. And finally, myself, I want you to know that I could have shared the awesome activities going on, like Grandparents' Day, last week, or upcoming Kindergarten Winter Wonderland programs, or our impressive latest data. But I just wanted to recenter my own heart on what I'm thankful for at Hornet Park. And I'm thankful for the gift of each day, the gift to serve our students. We love them first, and then we teach them what they need to be successful in the next grade and as adults. The gift to stand alongside you all and the most amazing school staff family there is. They are truly amazing human beings and tremendous teachers. They model to me how to be excellent instructors, how to be terrific mothers and fathers, peers, friends, and just great people. It's a gift to be a part of a district who loves and serves our Beech Grove community, and it's a gift to feel that reciprocated love from the community with which we stand. I'm thankful, Hornet Park is thankful, let's all be thankful. So one last thing to share that we're thankful for, and that's our student of the month, Easton Longridge. Come on up. Okay, from Mrs. Ricketts, or as the children call her, Mrs. Crickets. Easton is the sweetest. He's so kind to others, follows directions, and is always willing to help when asked. He has the best smile and is so funny. I love spending time with him. Mrs. Alford, right here, says, I love that sweet boy, but I hear you like to steal her popsicles. Oh my. For Mrs. Taylor, she shared, I chose Easton to be our student of the month because he is such a good friend to his peers. Whenever a friend is sad or upset, Easton is the first to offer a hug and ask how he can help them feel better. He has such a big heart and sincerely cares about everyone. His hugs and sweet smiles make everyone feel loved and special. Being his teacher is the greatest gift. I was not at all surprised to hear that he was chosen as our school-wide student of the month. From Miss Sarah Jennings, oh my goodness, that sweet Easton. She has the pleasure of knowing Easton from Heart Class and Buzz Club. He is a gift to have around, and she can always count on him to be an example for others. Easton is such a sweet kiddo, and Mrs. Osborne says that you are a pleasure to have in STEAM class. Mrs. Ramey says that he is full of energy with a positive and bubbly personality. He is always the first student to assist when I need anything done in class. He's ready to show any other friend the ropes on the playground. He's full of stories and eager to show anyone how fast he can run. And I had to add to Easton's today as well. I just adore Easton. My own son in kindergarten is in kindergarten this year, and Easton has taken him under his wing. He makes sure that he's adjusted well and that he is a very good, big first grade friend who looks out for him. Easton is a genuine joy to be around, and I'm so thankful we have the gift of him being a Hornet Park student. Congratulations to our student of the month, Easton Longridge.
I'm Melody Stevens. I need all of the student of the month to come first. I'm going to take a group photo, and then I'll take it with the student and the principal next. And then families are welcome. I'll come take a group photo. If you have not signed